Hi, and welcome to this recording of Suzanne and Friends. So, during this time of quarantine, as we are home with our kids, our spouses, and our loved ones, there's a lot of time and opportunity for us to do different things. I decided to do a series called Suzanne and Friends, where I chat with some friends of mine who are some experts in some particular fields, and they can give us little tips and tricks and ideas of things we can do while we're at home. So, my friend Marianne, who's one of my best friends, hi, Marianne.
Hi.
Thank you for joining. She is a real estate agent. She is phenomenal, but that is not the reason why I have her here today. She is, I don't want to say, she's not an exercise guru. She is not, that's not her job. That's not her role. She's not a fitness expert. But 2 years ago, she decided to start her own personal fitness journey. And as you can see, stand up, Marianne, so they can see you. She looks amazing, and she did all that at home, changing her diet, doing different exercise stuff, and she has abs, she is toned, she's defined, she looks phenomenal, and I am very impressed with it. And I wanted to talk to her, and I wanted her to talk to you to share some tips and tricks and of what to do while you're at home and things you could do with the kids also, because I promise you, you don't need to go to the gym to look like that, and you don't need to spend a lot of money to look like that. So when we go back after the quarantine, a lot of people are going to get so used to staying at home, they're not going to go back to the gym. And if they look like Marianne, they're definitely gonna. So Marianne, just tell us a little bit about your fitness journey.
All right. Well, first of all, I decided to start this journey for many reasons, but one of them definitely was the time that I wanted to spend with my kids. So I didn't want to take time away from them. So I thought, I would just work out at home. And it's true, it takes a lot of discipline. It takes someone to be very determined to do this. It's been almost 2 years that I'm on this journey, and I haven't skipped 1 week. And the truth is, once you get the results, it just motivates you even more. And then you add different things, like, you try different workouts. One thing that helped me a lot is when I talk about it, because that keeps my focus. It keeps me thinking about it. So, and the other thing that I would recommend, I have a Fitbit, but you can use Apple Watch, whatever, that you can track your workouts. So I set up goals. So I wanted to do 5 times a week, and it's 30 minutes. You do not need more than that. I added more time after I got used to it. But the secret is, you need to start it, and then you focus your workout, you focus your diet, and then you just keep going until you get the results.
All right. So tell me about your diet though. What are some of the things that you're eating? Because people always think that when you exercise, you give up everything on earth and all you eat is twig and water.
That is not true. You can eat everything you want as long as you eat smaller quantities. You don't have to deprive yourself. Life is too short for that. I love the Brazilian cheese rolls. I will not give that up. But at the beginning, this is what I'll tell you. So if you have a goal to lose 15 pounds, whatever your goal is, set your goal and be strict up to that point. Okay, so you want to lose 15 pounds and you did it. So after you get your goal, then you take one day to be like your junk day, right? So usually I go Fridays to my mom, and that's where I have my cheese rolls and my cappuccino, my guarana. So that's like my junk day, and sometimes even chocolate. But then during the week, I'll keep that regular diet. So when I had my junk day, it wouldn't affect my weight or anything else at all. So.
All right. So tell me about a typical breakfast. What do you normally eat for breakfast?
I do eggs with cheese and fruits. And so I'll do different fruits so it's not too boring, or I do different cheese, but definitely black coffee, no sugar. I never thought I would do black coffee, no sugar. Yay, been doing that for 2 years. But just in the morning, because, I'm not Iron Woman. I need coffee later on the day. So, but eggs and fruits, and I love that. It's like if I don't have my breakfast, it's like I can't do anything. Even if I wake up and at 12 o'clock, I'll have breakfast, and then I'll move my lunch after. But I'll tell you something. At the beginning, I did a lot of that we call intermittent fasting. So I wouldn't eat. So let's say I would have my last meal at 8 o'clock at night. And then I would in the morning, I'll just have one black coffee. That's it. And then I'll have my lunch. So I'll have about 16 hours and I wouldn't eat. But I did that only up to my goal. I know that sounds awful.
No.
I can see in your face.
But it worked. It worked.
But I only did that because I wanted to reach my goal. So I did that for a certain amount of time. And then I stopped it. Then I added bacon. Then I did eggs. Sometimes, very rarely case, I'll do waffles. But
oh my
daughter made for me. But I couldn't refuse it. Waffles.
Okay. Okay. And what's a typical lunch for you?
Usually, like, I try to add on my diet healthy carbs. So I would do either yuca or sweet potato, or I would do rice, cauliflower. On occasionally, I would do rice because, we Brazilians love our white rice. So, but I try to do the healthy carbs. And then I'll throw meat, either, chicken or cow beef, or, and then salad. But
Okay.
since I'm very busy and, I work full time, I have 2 kids, I don't make nothing like crazy. I need something simple and quick. So I'll do sweet potato and meat. Okay. Sometimes I'll add salad, or I'll do broccoli. But I need something quick, but at the same time healthy. Okay. And for a snack, if you want to add a snack, a great snack, I love bananas with peanut butter. Or you can do another fruit with almonds, things like that. And if you're trying to lose weight for dinner, I would just do the salad with meat, no carbs.
Okay. All right. And do you have a cutoff time for what time do you eat? I know when you talked about when you were doing the intermittent fasting, but like what time do you typically try to eat dinner and like not eat after a certain time?
I like to have dinner by 7. Okay. I know most people like at 6, but by the time I get from work, like I'm done for the day, 7 o'clock, and then I wait about an hour and then I exercise. Because usually, if you see my post on Instagram, I usually start my workouts at 9, 10, 11. My workouts need to be done before midnight because that's when these were recorded for the day. Mm-hmm. So if I make it by midnight, I'm good.
Okay, that is wonderful. So we got breakfast, we got lunch, we got dinner, we got the snack, and we do the workout. And you typically do 5 times a week or 3 times a week?
5 times a week.
5 times a week. Okay, and how much water do you drink?
I haven't really measured, but it's a lot. I drink water through all the day. Okay. So if I'm working out, then that's when I drink the most. Then I have a good chunk of water.
Okay. I'm glad that you said that, you post, your fitness journey, because while you're doing that, and you said that it keeps you motivated. So if that's a little trick that you found out that keeps you motivated, like talking to other people about it, posting about it on Instagram, hey, if that works, I say kudos to you and continue doing it.
Correct. Because I feel like when you post it, okay, I'm working out, it's like you're holding yourself accountable. Like, now I have to do it, you know?
No, I have to do it right. I can't say, well, you have to do it today. Well, I mean, that's fantastic. So I do have another question for you though. So, where did you get this information in regards to, what meals to have? Was there any particular sites that you follow? Was there any particular nutrition plan that you followed?
So my meal routine, I really got to focus, who helped me. It was, my cousin. But when you get the program, because I do the beachbody.com, I don't represent beachbody.com. I just love their products, and I've been doing that for a long time. But basically, like, no processed food, and that's something that I had to learn to discipline myself, because the first time I had to go grocery shopping and she said, Marianne, no processed food, I was like, I need to send someone else to buy junk. It was very hard. I'll never forget a day. It was very hard to shop, non-processed food. But then you get used to it, The only thing I can't get used to is the black coffee. I do it because it's healthy.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey, listen, I understand. I mean, a few years ago, I decided to give up sugar in my tea. And at first, it was like, I'm just drinking like water and like horrible tasting water. But now I'm so used to it that my daughter accidentally put sugar in my tea the other day, and it tasted so weird. It was so sweet, I couldn't drink it. So now I can't drink tea with sugar.
You get used to it. Like, I
Yeah.
can't do the same amount of sugar I used to. And that's good, because sugar is really bad for you.
No, it is.
So,
It's in everything, but well, I thank you for sharing, what you eat. I mean, you can see the results. I thank you for that. I thank you for just, even though you're not representing anybody, just let them know where you got that information. I know you also follow other people that post about nutrition and fitness on Instagram.
correct. Yes. More information, you get more, you see it, like, you need to follow, like, people that are in the same page as you are, people who are reaching the goals that you want to reach. So you see what they're doing, so you can do the same and get where you want to get, So.
Absolutely. Well, that's why I chose you, because you're a real person that did it on your own, and you look fantastic. I mean, I'm not going to follow somebody that is you're welcome. Somebody that's a bodybuilder that, has these ridiculous muscles. They're working out like with iron and pumping and doing all that. I'm never going to do that. That would be too hard for me to follow. But I think that people will more identify with you. You work full time. You have 2 kids. You are busy. You have a lot going on. Yet still, you have found that discipline to take the time to exercise. So let's get to the fun part.
Guys, that's what you need to do. This is important. It's my health investment. So I'll do the dishes later. I have to first.
Exactly. All right. Well, show us some basic exercise that we can do at home that's not too hard and things like that. So I will sit and watch as you do these exercises.
You're killing me. All right. So for my workouts, I have like a program. So I do cardio, then I do arms, and then I do legs. So I would show some arms. So you can use a resistant band. So let me stand up. Can you see it?
I can see the full body.
You can?
I can.
All right. So this one, you can go like this. This is one of them. And then you can go like this a few times. And with this resistant band that I love about it, and I'm just gonna move some weights here. It's the butt workout. And this really works. Oops.
We gotta have some good butt, honey.
Because those are hard. So you wrap on your feet like this.
Yeah.
And then you pull them like this, and then you move your feet back. Can you see it?
I can.
All right. So you do that. So I do that like 15 each leg twice.
Okay.
Weights, everybody knows. You know, those are for, you know, I like them for arms. You can do for squats. These bands are great for butt workout. And I also like these sliders. So these are really good too.
What do you do with those?
So these, let's see if you can see them. Let me move this. So for this one, we can go like this. And then, so there's a bunch of exercises that you can do. Or you can do like this. So this one will work your abs. And you can also do like this. So then you go like this. Then you do each leg.
Oh my.
Yeah, so this is really cool.
It is. So I've seen the arms, you've shown the arms, the legs, the butt, and the abs. All right. And I'm really curious about the abs because, you know, I've decided that this year I will be rocking a bikini at the beach. Well, maybe not this year. I had planned on it and then Corona came. So I'm going to give it a few months, but maybe next.
You were kind of home, so by the time Corona is gone, you were like, woo, you know?
Exactly. And, you know, well, that's what I was saying, because I was like, you know what, I know that for myself personally, I'm like, you know what, there's a couple of things I wanted to do at home. And I know that there were other people out there that wanted to do at home, but they don't know how to get started. You know, they're like,
Beachbody really worked for me because it was organized. You know, one day I'll do arms, one day I'll do cardio, one day I'll do, you know, like mixed, and then they have the 10 minutes abs. So what I started to do at the beginning, I'll just do 30 minutes. As I got used to the program, I started to add 10 minutes ab every day. Okay. And the 10 minutes abs from this program, it's awesome. Wonderful. Like, love it. It's perfect. It's complete. You get, you know, every muscle worked in your body.
Yes, I can tell. I've been to the beach with you. I've seen you. So I can tell that it works. All right. Is there any, I mean, those were some great exercises, and they look very easy. They look like there's something that, you know, folks will be able to pick up. Can the kids join in on it?
Absolutely. Amanda and Bianca, sometimes I get them to do with me, but trust me, it's hard. Amanda is the one Amanda used to do it with me pretty often. Sometimes she'll say, Mom, if you're not doing it, I'm doing it by myself, you know, and then she would do it. But, you know, as she's getting older, it's changing. So hopefully you'll change it back. So
it will. It will. I did go on a vacation with you guys, and she was all about the exercise. I'm like,
yeah, she was my body, you know, she was there.
It's okay. It's okay. But that's fantastic. Is there any more exercise, any other quick exercise you can think of that, you know, we can do that, you know, will help us during this time of quarantine? I know a lot of people are posting about eating all their snacks, you know, things like that. But, you know, what else do you recommend us doing to stay disciplined during this time?
Well, it's, you know, get the program. I would recommend getting the program that you like. They offer a bunch of different, you know, types that you identify yourself. To me, I would recommend 21 Day Fix to begin with, and then you go 21 Day Fix Extreme, and then I did 80 Day Obsession. So, but once you get familiar with these workouts, then you can change it up. You know, like you do legs from 121 Day Fix, and then legs 121 Day Fix Extreme, because you want to do different workouts to work different muscles. You don't want your body to get used to that same workout. Okay. And even the 2 minutes abs, I'm switching them right now. I'm not doing the same thing.
So it's, you know, it's kind of like reading. It's kind of like everything, right? Like reading, as you get better at it, you want to stretch yourself and go a little more instead of doing the same thing over and over.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
You know, on your muscle. And also you want to challenge yourself. Like I started with 3 pounds and 5 pounds. So then I went up to 5 and 8, then 8, 12. Now I'm like 12, 15, which this is good for now. Like I'm not planning to go higher right now, but definitely I will down the road.
Okay. You're saying that one day I'm going to see you lifting 350 pounds?
No. I can guarantee you're not going to see that.
Okay. Well, I mean, I really and truly appreciate you coming on. Like I said, I wanted to do this during this time where we're under quarantine and a lot of people are talking about, being stuck at home with the kids. Personally, I love being at home with the kids. I have an opportunity to do different things with them. And honestly, the exercise piece is something that I wanted to do with them because, they are eating more snacks. At school, they're in class, they're home. So it's like the fridge is consistently open. The cupboard is always open, so I need to make sure I balance that out with some dose of physical activity. They're not going to the park, they're not going running or riding or anything, so I want to make sure that it's very balanced with some exercise. So I thank you for sharing. So before I let you go, walk me through a typical day in your life, including diet and exercise.
All right. So usually I wake up at 6:30 and I'll have breakfast, eggs with fruits, my black coffee, no sugar. I get the kids breakfast, make my lunch, and then I'll go to work. And then during the day, normally I wouldn't have a snack. Then I'll just go, so it will be breakfast and then lunch, right? And then between lunch and dinner, I'll have a snack. Like usually I'll have an apple with almonds. I love to have a bag of almonds with me because if I want to snack on something, I want to do something healthier like almonds. So once I'm done through the day, I get my kids, come home, sometimes the kid will eat something. Sometimes I'll have dinner by myself. So by the time I have food ready, it'll be around 7 o'clock. I rest. After I have dinner, I procrastinate on the couch for a long time, wishing I wish somebody else could work out for me, but that's not gonna happen.
Nope.
So I need to get my butt out there and do it. So I go through those moments and that I don't want to do it, but I think about, what I want, the results I want, and I have to do it. Nobody else is gonna do it for me. So sometimes it'll be 9 and then I'll put 15 minutes more, and then 15 minutes go by and 15 more, but I do it.
Okay.
At the end of the day, it's done. And I just feel like I only accomplish my day once my workout is done. If I don't do it, it's so funny. If I don't do it, I feel awful. I feel awful. That's what I want to say. Awful. Yeah. It's like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. That's wonderful. Well, I will tell you that you're very motivating to me. I see you and I'm very impressed with your hard work, your focus, and your dedication. And I know you work full time. I know you do real estate full time. I know you have 2 kids. I know there's a lot of things that you do, and your real estate job is different from your regular job, and then you work out. So I'm very impressed, young lady. I'm very impressed with the results. So I thank you for joining us on Suzanne and Friends. So I wanted to do this because, like I said, there's a lot of people in different and unique situation with this coronavirus. They are home with the kids. I'm not going to say stuck at home. You're home with the kids, because I'm very blessed that I'm home with the kids, because there's a lot of people on the front line that want to be home and they cannot be home. They're deemed essential workers, and we are thankful that they're out there trying to, find a cure and serving our basic needs and things like that. And I do lift them up in prayer that they're okay. So we have the privileges of being at home. So I'm not going to say stuck at home. I'm going to say we are at home, and we're very blessed that we are at home, and we're just going to continue to pray for those that are out there. And so I thank you for coming on. So I'm going to sign off, but why don't you take us out with just one easy, maybe some jumping jacks. Let's end with some exercise. I'm rooting for you over here. So we are going to end. We're going to count down. So Marianne's going to take us out with some music and some exercise.
All right. Well, I don't have music, but
I saw the phone is gone. The phone is
Yeah.
gone. So let's take us out with some exercise.
All right, so this is a ab workout, okay? So this is a pretty easy one, okay? And when you start doing it, you don't feel as much, but trust me, the next day, this is gonna hurt. So you wanna do both sides. Oh, so there's another one. This is the 15 pounds. That's also, it's really good. So you wanna move them up and do the squats. Oh, these are good.
Yes.
So yes, Suzanne, you got me exercising today in front of the camera. Kudos to you.
Did. Well, that's what friends are for. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you, my darling. And I am so excited for you that you are home with the kids and you'll get an opportunity to spend even more time with them. So until we talk to you later.
All right.
All right. Bye. Thanks, Marianne.